bottom. We're going to try to do it early, around 12:30. We were trying for 12, but then we got clients on the West Coast, and that's kind of early for them on the West Coast. So better to do it around 12:30. Try to adjust everyone to the world time. So 12:30 for now on, guys. All right. So we're going to start with the euro. Nothing new that we can say about it. It's a sideways base or consolidation. Two scenarios at this stage. The euro, I'm going to identify it with numbers so you guys understand where I'm coming from. The euro to 144, Rafi, you need a new low. You follow me? Euro to 144, you need a new low. Euro to, if the euro goes this way to around 136, 135 and a half, that's going to mean that the euro is going to continue to go down in the scenarios that we are presenting. That is going to take the euro to 128. I wanted to let you know that, Rafi, because do not need to be impulsive. It can be a corrected downside move. You know what I mean? So, technically speaking, it's a toss. Yeah, if it goes to, if this is that is proposed here happen, then the euro most likely is going to keep going down. I mean, it can have some, it can have, I mean, it do not need to go down straight. It won't happen straight the way it is right now. Now, the euro to 136, what it means is 137. What it means is that there is another leg down minimum. That if it can break 131.50. But after that leg down, it's going to be a recovery. That's what the euro to 137 means. You follow me? Now, if it stay within the triangle trend lines there, that means that's the 144 scenario. That means that the euro from that sideways consolidation is going to trust, and it's going to be in a screaming buy, looking to a high about 142.50 most likely. Those are the two scenarios with the euro there. Nothing more. I mean, at this stage is a give and take it. Is either a sideways consolidation that become a triangle. If it's a triangle, the euro is going to bust on trust to around 133 area, 133.50, and then from there it's going to react strong to the upside. Otherwise, if this is correct, if this goes without making a new low, it goes to 136.71, 136.24 area. That means that the next leg down is going to complete 7 swing from the top. And that means that after that leg down also, it's going to be a recovering. But at that stage, I don't know, I tend to favor after that stage. Depends on when it ends. But it's going to be 7 swings anyway, either on the beat and the triangle. In both scenarios, after the new low, is going to be a recovery. That's all I can tell you guys. Now, the only difference that makes is that the euro to 137 without the new lows can make the case for the next, that we cover it with a flat in the middle. And then you got to attack it. I mean, that's when you see the market as it is right now, it's because the whole market in some degrees understand what's going on here. And the whole market understand that the market is trapped. In other words, it's trapped with this 36, 34, but the way it's structured without question, the way it's structured from the lows is completely corrected. It's overlapping, sideways, time-consuming, nothing important in that sideways move in the euro. So that means that a new law is coming one way or the other. That's what you guys need to understand. A new law is coming one way or the other. Either from the triangle, either from 136, 137 area, a new law is coming. The higher the better, because this is what is telling me that 136, that 134.18 is going to be taken sooner, or it's going to be taken before 142.50, in other words. So you guys can draw a conclusion there. That's the only thing that he can tell you right there. Now, that weakness in the dollar is overdue, is extremely overdue. I'm tempting, and I'll be honest with you guys, I got like a 4 positions. I got like a 4 position that I want to start in it, because sometimes I get into multiple pairs, and that way I can edge in all the stuff. And I want to sell the Singapore dollar. I want to sell the dollar CAD. I want to buy the euro. I want to buy sell the Norwegian krone. But the thing is that I don't see, and then it's very tricky, because I challenge all you guys to get into the Singapore dollar pair chart, and then you guys are gonna see like how in the Singapore dollar, look at the way it's structured. And I know Ralph is gonna love this. Look at the way it's structured there. Look at the RSI. It's tempting to sell it. Very tempting to sell it there. You agree, Rafi? Look at that. It's very tempting. It's very tempting to make a sale right there. But look at the RSI. Look. That's an screaming weakness. But at the same time, nothing is telling me, and I don't like to fade, I don't like to pick. Nothing is telling me that it's done, because I don't see 5 swing from the top. Exactly. I agree with you, Rafi, 100%. The dollar index is in a screaming sell. But I do believe that we can be in a place of a type of triangle or an ending diagonal in the dollar index. So all I can tell you guys, and I remember this for the past, most of the times, and I want you guys to be aware on it, is this, that when holidays comes around, these manipulators banks, I know Louis is gonna love this, these manipulated banks, they know that retail traders are kind of aware of the holiday situations. And then guess what? That tends to move the market sometimes those days and left everyone out of the party. So be aware of that. I've seen it before, won't be the first, won't be the last one that happened. Now, it's every pair is the same. Getting back to the euro, for a second. Yeah, I'm going to get back to cable now, 1 second. But I want to show you in the 4-hour chart the euro, so you guys understand better what I mean. This is for last night. No resolution yet. This can be a triangle wave 4 counting from here 1, 2, 3, 4, or even a B-wave triangle. Do not need to be a wave 4. It can be A, B, C, W, S, A, B, and this is a triangle wave 4 that is taking place right there, but that's going to be bearish. It respects the trend line from the top, This morning it was tested and it respected. So don't get surprised for that to be the B-way triangle 4. And then it's going to be a thrust lower, if it's the case of the triangle, most likely to 37.67 area. It makes a lot of sense. Or 37.50, which are the 261As right there. So don't discount that scenario that you guys see in there. When the B-way, and that's the bullish scenario, Rafi. That's the one that I like to do this. That's technically the one that I like to make a move to the upside. Now, if you see this happening, then this can happen. All right? Now, cable is, believe it or not, is more clear than everyone else. To be honest with you guys, this is what I like about cable. And also it's telling me that one more low is coming to the market near you. I can see from here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or still this can be part of the 4. The drop looks like a 3. So don't discount the flat scenario there. But I see more weakness to around 155 area. But again, cable is corrected from the top. The RSI already in an hour, Rafi, I know you love this pair, they start giving you divergency again. I would buy, as you guys know, most of you guys, I was buying right here. I took profit around this area. I left the second unit running for me. And I got stopped out at the break even. So, because I want to see, I mean, I don't want to lose because I know a type of trader that get confused by news or by momentum trade, short-time momentum. My long view is that this can be a B-way on cable, and cable can go to 163, 164. So I want to be trying to fade every 5 ways that I see on cable. I did it here. Look at the RSI, how it's telling you that right there is cycle ended. That's a 5, and the Sen is telling you right now that another 5 is also in the process to end it. Like it did right here when you see in the RSI that another 5 ended. So technically it's an A, B, Z, A, B when it went deep to the 76.4, and then another A, B, C that they're going to be equal at 155. So that should be a great buy for cable, which is also when the first leg of W is double the size of the second leg. So right there should be a huge bounce in cable. So I like to buy cable roughly around 155. So for your knowledge. Dollar Sweeks, I was talking to James this morning about it. Let me show you something else. You're sure, right? Look, the 76.4 on roughly what cable likes, 76.4 and equal legs, right? Look, the 76.4 of the move higher, it goes with the equal legs of this ABC. That's perfect right there. That should be a good buy. That buy should give you at least 300 picks right there. Huge bounce, I know, against the low. So you reach 150 picks and you can get, I don't know, you don't need to risk that much. because you're fading a 5. So the way that you guys should do it is like I always do. One second. Like I always do. When I'm fading a 5, I got in here. I start buying cable right here around 157. I'm sorry, what was the low? 156.88? No, around 156, 158. The way I do it is, as far as I identify the 4 and the 3, I know when I know when the 5 can end. Let's say that you want to start creating a long cable position at this stage, right? So all you have to do at this stage is you got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 possible 5, and then all you have to do now is you trace this and you start buying at the 55, 55, 55, 55, 14. And then somebody asked me the other day, what about the stop? You mention 1, 2, 3 to the end of 4, and then you put the stop below the 1.6, the 618 of the 1.3. That's it. After that, it's not a 5 anymore, in my humble opinion. Now, the dollar Swiss, I don't follow the charge anymore, Rafi. I gotta be honest with you. What is your entry? You sell around here, right? I told you the other day that lose corrective to the downside. Remember that I say that I like one more high because I believe that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's gonna make one more high, or it's nesting. That's on the dailies. I like it higher. I mean, a new high here is a gift, in my opinion. I was telling that to Jens, that a new high is going to give you at least 1,000 pips. So from the top, from your entry, I see it from here, I see a corrective. See a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It looks like a flat when maybe, yeah, but this is a 5. Wait. No, that's a 3. Maybe another low right here and then higher. Let me see the 4 hour. Because all that matters for you now is from here. You're assuming that you have 1, 2, but it looks correctly also to the outside. Because look, you can count it as a 1, 2, 1, 2. You cannot label this a 3, 4. Yeah, most likely yes. You cannot label this a 3, 4 because overlap, even though it's a 5th way, but also it broke outside this channel. No, it can be wave 205 and do this, and from here goes higher. It went below the up channel right there. So it can be a leading diagonal, Rafiak, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 105. Then it's going to make low to around 88 or 86. and then higher in a wave 3. Interesting. But look, from the lows, it's very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see one thing. One second. I don't know. Maybe it's going to do an extended wave 5. Who knows? Or if it's going to make roughly a 3-way, then you are in the right side of the market, and then it's going to do this. Or if it's nesting, you are in the right side of the market, and it's going to do this. You have to wait. Now, the euro pound. 1 second, guys. The euro pound looks like it did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a B wave right here, ugly. And a C, and then it looks like it did to the upside A, B, C in a double zigzag, a triangle B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm sorry. It's not a triangle B, a 3-way move with a possible B-way triangle. I'm sorry. A, B, and Z, and then it looks like it's coming out of here in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to make another low and another high. That's what it looks right there. So that's what we're selling at the 618 of this decline for, because the worst can happen is that you fade in this 5. And that always going to give you the chance to some picks, to add some picks to the trade. So that's what we're doing. It's very clear going a small time frame right there that I'm putting the RSI. You can see worst can happen is a nest. That's the worst can happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ugly. But what else I can tell about euro pound? And then that this is a 2, and then what can happen is that a net of the equal legs, in other words. But you see, 87, if it's bullish, and this is 1, 2, 3, around 87.20 should find resistance. That is also the 618. So, but what matters to me now is from here when you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. If you take a look at the Fibos, it goes right here to the 1618. It goes to the 23.6. It goes to the equal legs, to the pig. So this is a 5 swing. And then next one goes to the 1618. The low right there is the 3802. So that's telling me that the next high should happen around this area, and we should sell it. If depends on what the move is. If it's a 3-way move, then it's gonna go lower to 83. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna catch the 4, the wave 4. All depends right there on where we what the market is going to do, but I like to sell it at 87 area. That's about the euro pound. Now, let me see the Norwegian krone, because I was checking that one also early today. The market is a totally mess, guys, between you and me. It is a mess. Look, I like this in Norwegian. A, and we've been on the B way when we have a B, and like a flat C way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with another high. That's what I like about the Norwegian. That also is a final move bullish on the dollar before a recovery. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch, to see yesterday. Gore is being a good boy. The count we've been working perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 3.236. And now Gore can become a sell around 1711 area. If you guys want to sell it there against 1734, and you got a risk, but you can get a good swing to the downside right there about gold. Any pair of guys in particular you guys wanted me to cover? You guys see this S&P chart, right? This is the S&P cash. Ed, I know you follow that. It's totally different with the ES or with the mini. Complete different. This one you can label as an impulse to the downside. When you have one, a 2 right here, an ABC, or you can make the case for the 1, 2 here. I don't like this to be a 3. I mean, I like it like that. A, but it can make the case with the nest. But it's amazing how different this one looks to the ES. So that raised the question, which one you follow? So any question, guys, about any particular pair? Let me show you 1 second. But believe it or not, guys, I don't think the dollar is done yet. Unbelievable. But don't trust it. They used to make a lot of traps at the beginning of the move to left everyone outside. Now, this is oil. No, this is S&P. 1 second. You think so, Davey? Yeah, you have to. That's a good point. But look at oil, man. DB is making a point that when the counts are different, better go with the cash. Technically, the cash follow more than New York session. You agree? So, at least, listen, guys, I wish that the euro can go to exactly. I mean, I tell you this. I wish the euro goes to 136, 137 to sell it. Like I say on Sunday, and I repeat it today, and we've been writing all over the overview. Nothing is bullish. Nothing. Yeah, I know. Nothing is bullish about the recovery, about the drop in the dollar. Nothing is bullish about it. Nothing. Zero. Zero. So you have to keep, you're the man, you have to keep selling 3 ways back in the dollar or buying 3 ways back in the dollar until they prove it wrong. Forget about buyers. Forget about everything. Yes, the euro can go to 144. Yes. The euro can go to 124. Yes. Everything is a yes in the long-term chart. As of right now, nothing is sure. All I can say is that 3 ways back in the dollar still should be bought until prove you wrong. Like we wrote, I believe it was last night, Divi, right? That we were expecting a deeper consolidation in the dollar in order to make another move down. And and why? Because, like I say at the beginning, DV, you wasn't here. I say that I'm tempting to sell the dollar in the Singapore and the Norwegian, buying the euro, all those pairs. But guess what, guys? Nothing is telling me do it. Other than that the trap that always got the retail traders, which is called picking. That you see the waging structure on the pairs, and you say it's gonna drop, it's gonna drop, and guess what? The waging keep going and going and going, and you can running out the account. That's what I always say. Picking is a mistake. And then, yes, I can fade away 5. I can fade away 5. But a wave 5 is not a nest. I don't fade the nest. I'm sorry, the wedging. When I see a wedging, I don't touch it. Even I can be tempting because I know how tricky. Now, if you show me an impulse with a defined wave 3, I sell it. Because you know what? I see many wedging that you see the wedge. Exactly. That you see the wedge, and then you see the structure, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4. You say, okay, this is 5, and then you realize that you are in wave B of 3. And then there you go. Another point that DV is making there, that sometimes nesting wedgie become nesting. So there is, you see cable, what I explained to you in cable, that's another picking. That's the one I do, which is I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can see my wave 3 momentum on the RSI, and I can see my nice swings. That's another thing. But with the wedges, I don't recommend it. Now, oil, it looks corrective to the downside. Oh, I don't want to say nesting because I don't think it is. This move right here is clear corrective. This move right here, I can subdivide it in A, B, and Z when I can see this being a 5 and this being a 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swing. It looks corrective. Oil looks corrective. Now, what oil corrective is supporting? In the most bullish case, that a dollar is going to drop, it's going to go higher one more time before it dropping. Now, from the lows, it's also questionable because you can make the case like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a flat 2, and going higher and starting and recovering. You can make that case. It's a valid case, It looks better to the outside than to the downside, in my opinion. It looks better. By looking at the RSI, it doesn't look that better either side. This looks corrective. RSI here is pointing out like it's a flat. But either way, it looks corrected to the downside. This is the higher momentum here. It can count as a flat A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a Z. So it can count as a 3 or nesting. It better count as a 3. I'm going to adjust the count later. 1, 2, 3. So it's a mess. Look at the ES. And I keep seeing copper, and copper is keep calling me bullish. But like I say, as much as tempting that I am to be, the reaction from here is in 5 on the ES, that it can be part of a flat also B way. Don't get surprised about it. Don't get confused. Let me open it. You see the drop from the high here is a clear 3. So this is a trap on the ES. And then this is confirming two things. More downside on the dollar. Then for much that I can be tempting to buy it, to sell the dollar, I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. Even the price action said telling me that. Now the dollar, nothing new about it. The ending diagonal wedgie is completely valid. The ending diagonal goes better with the triangle on the euro. Look, you have a B, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe it's doing, maybe we're still in 4, and 4 is A, B, C, 3 backs, and then now we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and one more leg higher in the dollar. At this moment, I have to tell you guys, that's my preferred count on the dollar. Now, if this happens, then the dollar is bearish, and the dollar is going to go lower if this happens. I was telling DV, I don't like wave 1 or 3. Louis, is Louis there, right? Let me check. You like wave 1 or 3 to be a leading diagonal? I don't like it. It shouldn't. I know that nothing say it's not, but wave 3, I mean the leading diagonal, guys, is based on the idea that it's a fight between both sides of the market. That's what create leading diagonal by definition. That shouldn't happen in wave 3. Wave 3, even wave 1 of 3, should be powerful. You know what I mean? No, because DV and me, we were discussing that if this can be, because it's clear this, that the move, let me put the A hour. It's clear that this move is powerful. All you guys agree with it. Now, the bullish count, because you have to consider the bullish count. The bullish count is 1, a possible 2 in a flat, and then 1 and a flat, another flat 2. Exactly. The real S&P, that's you see, but you see how that wave 1 of 3 came down powerful. You know what I mean? Now, what happened? That this wave structure, it needs to drop. That's why if I see the euro going to 136, that's going to mean that this is going to happen, and possible he can be nesting here before the drop and the euro raise to 136 to 137 area. In that case, you have to consider the wave 3 a scenario in the dollar when you have 1, 2, 1, 2 and higher. But I don't like it as a leading diagonal. So if it's the same of the euro, guys. If the diagonal take place, or the triangle is the one in place on the euro, I will favor the B wave scenario. Now, if the euro goes to 136, 137, of the dollar drop out of the raising trend line right there, I will favor, in some degrees, the wave 3 scenario. Because I have the cash S&P supporting the idea that we can be entering in the bear market and strong to the downside. And I want you guys to remember, only thing that we are looking for is the C wave. Otherwise, we will be extremely bearish or bullish dollar. I want you guys to understand that. And for the new guys there, our target is, believe it or not, you guys gonna laugh on us, but we target oil to $25 to $30 a barrel. We target S&P to 450 points. That's what the long time charts say. We're targeting euro. We're targeting high. I don't want to talk about the euro. We're targeting higher US dollar. We're targeting Canadian dollar to 130. We target all those pairs, all those targets. That's our long-term target. Now, you have to read the charts and always trying to find the ideas. I would like to see the dollar then going here, and then I'm going to be a buyer right here against this low. In other words, buying euro at 136, 137 against 138. You know, because it's very clear from here to here, you have 5 swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing. And that means nesting or anything like that. Because this high is minimum, and the recovery from the high is corrected so far. So it's that's what I mean, Luis. Any question, guys, about any pair that you guys want? And the ES on the cash. One second. If this count is correct, I mean, the thing is that this is the ES. I have to go to the cash. But I was calling for more downside. Yeah, the cash, yeah, I'm going to go there. I'm calling for more downside in this pair to around 1170. Now, let's move on to the cash for a second. 1 second. Yeah, 1202, 1213. That's what you mean, right? Yeah, look at the count here. Which is the 23.6 is the 12 or 2 area. 30 area 2, 12, 13. And then following the cash, you got to think the next, guys, in the dollar. You agree, DV? That is like asking my daughter if she wants to go to Madonna. I know. And Isa, that's like, yeah, it can be wave B, Zach, yes. You see, what Lou is saying is this. Again, this can be a B wave. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It can be a B wave yet. Let me see the RSI in this one. You see, it's bouncing from the 1.236 as an expected. Everyone thinking flat. Remember, human by nature, they're bullish. This is when my issue comes. At this stage, that divergences should be erased. It's erasing the hour. The hour is okay now. But listen, at this stage, guys, for the good of everyone here, we don't want to hold a bias on the long time frame. We just want to play smart. I mean, exactly, it can be a C wave though, yeah. That looks on the RSI right there is a three-way. You agree, Louis? Now, very important, this trend line here should not pass it. If it passes it, yeah, the B at the bottom, yeah. And then, or WS, doesn't matter. It can be done there, yeah. A, B, and Z, if it's going to continue lower, yeah, can be 4 and 5, yes. And then that's what makes me to believe that more dollar strength coming, because the most bearish or bullish scenario, it looks like is this one, when you have, let's say that I want to label in bullish. I goes here, A, and then the RSI is supporting the idea that this is B. It's very hard. It's very hard to be bullish in this count. Very hard. Well, you can make it from here, yes, as a flat. That's true. And then you got the two, and then all you need to matter, guys, let's not dream about it. All you need to think about it is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play with the Fibonacci. Look, 1, 2, to the 2% right there, 23.6, 3.236. At least that's what I say, and that's what we've been saying, that the U.S. dollar strength do not matter. You know what you guys need to do now? Very simple. You want to sell the S&P, sell it around 12 or 12.10. And then from there, after the next low, you're going to end a cycle that started here. Wait for the recovery. The recovery proved correct in 3. Then we are in the real deal. Because then can be 1, 2, 3, a 4, and a 5. And when you don't know, S&P is trading 500. I think the true, what do you mean, 4 and 5 here? I don't like it. It's a three-way down. In my opinion, 1 second. Yeah, this can be a triangle here. Yeah, I know what you mean. This can be a triangle here. Let me see the drop right there. Isaac, my friend, for me it's a 3. Look. 1, 2. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Can be a flat too. Let me see if it reached the 1.236. I don't think so. Let me see the RSI. It's always tricky. It's like always tricky. This is a 1 minute chart. Yeah, it supported a flat, yes. Between you and me, look at the RSI. You see the RSI there, how it's contrarian to what the price action is saying. Yeah, but this drop looks to be a 5 too. Look. It's in the 1 minute. Nah, that's 5. Look, that's perfect here. 1, 2 to the 1.618. I would go, I don't know, 23.6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be honest with you, in my book, this is a 3-way move. It broke all my guidelines to be an impulse, in my opinion. To be a 5-way, why? Because I don't like laboring unless I see an extended wave 5. I don't like laboring a wave 3 even when I don't see that my wave 3 goes to at least the 1.618. So it didn't happen, but if you go right here, you have it there to the 1.618, you got a 4 and a 5. So I see 5 ways here, 5 here. So for me, it's a 3. For me, it's a flat, to be honest with you. For me, it's a flat wave 4 looking for 12, 13, and then lower again. That's what I like. I like a flat. And not only that if it's a 5, it didn't reach the 1.236. Another breaking of my rules. So I would go like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Then after here, let's see what's going on there. You like that? You like it like that, Davey, right? You gotta go with the flow, guys. And the flow right now, believe it or not, even is tired. Look, another thing, the RSI from here in an hour, what you got of divergency is 83 here, 83. You got 2 points of divergency. This is a wave 4. You guys gonna believe it. That's a wave 4 looking for 12 or 2, 12, 14, which is the previous 4, and going down, in my opinion, from here. That's a wave 4. Yeah, it can be a triangle in the process. Yeah. Yeah. So all that matters now, guys, is that the move that started in the cash at 1266.98, then that move have more downside, meaning more US dollar strength, meaning euro to 136, 135.80 and lower. That's the best I can give you guys. Now, when that happens, remember, you have a questionable 5 wave here. That's a questionable. In my book, it's very questionable. So that's what I'm labeling as a 1-2. Now, but anyway, you got a trace there. It is questionable because of this. It is questionable because you see 5 swing at the same time. You see 5 swing. Now that the first one was the one with a biggest momentum, yes. That the first one was the biggest, yes. But Elliott Wave Y, nothing say technically that that's not a 5-way move. That's what I'm labeling as a flat. Let me show you short time frame. Look. What is it? Is this one, right? Isaac, you have 5 swing. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 here. You're assuming that you have another 5 here. Hey, wait. My bad. The cash in the EEs, you can make the case. The cash is not. This low right here is 1226. This low right here is 1226.98. So this is a 3. Even better. Even better. Now you go with a move that started here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even better now. It is a 3-way move in the E. I'm kind of confused because in the E's, I can show you, it's a 5. Right here, this is a 3. So that's even make the case more for the bullish case in some degrees. And then you have to change a little bit the count here. Because you have a clear 3 here and a clear 3 here. Yeah, because I got confused with the ES and these. You got 3 here. Yeah, you can make the case for the triangle B. A, B, C, D, E. That's what you mean. That's what you mean like that, Louis, right? Yeah, but the triangle E, this triangle denying, I don't think it can be the triangle because you're running short of the swing when it comes from here, because from here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this needs continuation to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need this 1, 2. You gotta label it like this then. If you're gonna be bearish, yeah, you have to start at 1266. Yeah, with the truncation C, if that being the case, which I don't like it. Yeah, let's go move on then. But either ways, what matters to me is that 5 ways they're gonna end with the new low for 1266. And then from there, you should see what really is taking place here. Now, 170, 169 can be the number right there. Now, I'll say 15 minutes. 1 second. I got that question. Guys, about Aussie, let me tell you something. Very tricky this. Look at that overlapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, that overlapping. From here, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swing. That's corrective. Now, you can make the case, looking at the RSI, that this peak about all these peaks right here, which make the case for the flat. When you have 5 ending, you can make the case ending here. In the small time frame, there is divergence in that low, and then you can make the case 3, and then A, B, C, W, A, B, C, Y, and then from there you can make the case of the flat B. But most important than everything, guys, 15-minute chart. You can make the case for 1, 2, the lowest read in the RSI comes here, but this also is getting. I start to thinking about making a corrective, like a B-way triangle right there, a B-way something. Because look, it looks very unbelievable shopping it and sideways, telling me that most likely it's gonna go more downside. But at the same time, it's too big in time compared to this. What do you mean 5? Yeah, it looks 5 from here. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing. 5 swing because it can be A, B, and Z. You know, it can be A, B, and Z. I mean, also is very tricky in the short time frame, guys. Also, very tricky. But I don't like the idea that this being too big compares to this. I mean, the Aussie count is very tricky. It looks correct, guys. What else I can tell you? I gotta be honest. It looks correct. You put me, like Sai used to say, yeah, it's gonna sell. You put me a gun in my head, and I've been saying this, I will say this. The move from October the 30th is corrective. That's my humble opinion. It's nothing important among. There are imports within the move, of course, always gonna be like that. But there is nothing imports in those moves. Nothing. Look at Aussie, guys. Look at Aussie. This read right here is 102.61. Aussie is trading 400 pips lower and still divergence in momentum. That's no impulse, guys. I'm sorry. I've been saying it can extend, and you have to play the market to prove you wrong. And I like Aussie going lower to 96, 66, 97 area if you follow this. But at the same time, the move, Luis, you agree with me that this is corrective? I mean, I don't have to go nowhere to read the RSI there and see that it's corrective. You want to see an impulse, how it looks on the 60-minute chart? Look, you don't have to go that far. Look. Look. And this is my whole point. The previous move down in Aussie. Look. One, I want you guys to look and learn this. One, look at the RSI. The divergence of 1, 3 backs, and then look how wave 3 erased the previous one automatically. Look, wave 1 of 3 automatically erased it. And then you see the sequence of impulses, and then you get into another wave 3 of 3, erase everything. And on and on and on until you finish the biggest momentum and gone. That's how an important move looks in the RSI. Look at this one. Look at this one. From the top in Aussie. Lower to automatically wave 1 of 3. Boom. Erase it. Erase divergence. And that's it. You don't roll over a divergence for the first move in an impulse move. But now, look at now. That's why I'm laboring I've been laboring wave for a long time using RSI, and I know what it is. Look, this move should have erased the divergence. I cannot be a nest. Because what? This read is about this one. This move should have erased this one. It didn't. That's why it's hard to me to count as an impulse. You know what I mean, Isaac? That's the proof right there for everyone. That's why I keep saying, yeah, it can go to the 76. It can go to the 80%. But at the end of the day, it's corrected. It can even make a new low and being corrected, like New Zealand did. Think about it, guys. Wave 3 is momentum. They're equal. You ain't going to see a wave 3 of 3 or wave 1 of 3 giving divergence. No way. No in my book. That's corrective. That move, don't get surprised to see Aussie around 107. I don't want to say it. I want to see the reaction. When I see, you can believe me, when I see 5 from the lows, I'm going to start saying, don't get surprised to see a new high. Because New Zealand already broke the low. Now, this is on the daily. Any other question, guys? Look at the euro yen now that I'm seeing it here. Look. Look at that RSI. That's a screaming correction. Do you agree, Louis? That's a screaming correction here. Look. So, you guys need to drop your own conclusion. No, DV. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't believe about intervention, anything, nothing. I trade the charge. You know why? You want me to prove you why? And you're going to believe it now? Look, why the Bank of Japan can do a lot of things with the yen. Yes, why? Now, why stop here? And that specific point. Anybody guess? Why they didn't keep buying? Why there? You want to know why? Equal legs to the pit. Equal legs to the pit. Yeah, that's nice. They buy US dollar yen, yes. But man, don't sound to you suspicious that you say that the euro dollar, that this went higher because of the euro dollar, exactly, or the euro or the dollar yen, whatever. Man, but why didn't stop here or didn't stop here? Why stop at the equal legs? Exactly on the equal legs. This is a game, manipulation game, guys. Look at the euro yen, the dollar yen, which, by the way, Louis, you're funny, man. I'm calling this an alternative for is because of the reason, right? It's because I believe that it's going to go lower again. Look. It stopped at the trend line there. And now I'm questioning, you know what? I really do believe that now the euro yen, the dollar yen, and you know why? Man, why they didn't buy here or here or here? Why does anybody guess why is that level there? Zach and myself, we were calling for this intervention to happen. Screaming. That week I was telling everyone that I liked the long in the dollar yen. Remember, guys? Man, they know Elliott Wave. To be honest with you. Look, the 618 area right there of the C equal the 618 around that area. Why they didn't buy here? Why they didn't buy here? Why? Don't you guys, don't sounds, what is the purpose of doing? Exactly. Exactly, because you know why? Because they are manipulating the market. They are stupid. Exactly, they are stupid. That's a good word, David. They are stupid. You remember this one, right? Coming out of the triangle. Doom, 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 doom. Guess what? Stop at the equal legs. Man, those Japanese guys, they're stupid. That's why I don't believe in anything like that. When I see those things, I cannot believe in those. To be honest with you. And look, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to see that it's going to keep going lower, and it's going to get to the final destination, which is around 73 area, or 68 and change, I believe. When you see that, you're going to believe, no, it doesn't work like that. These are computers, guys. Believe me. These are computers. Let me correct the trend line here. Look, perfect trend line there. Man, those computers trade based in trend lines and Elliott waves. Those Japanese know that. Interesting. Now you're going to see how it's going to respect the trend line here, and it's going to get to 74, 73, 70, and they're going to do another one. Look, this is intervention. This is intervention. Those big candles are. Man, look this. To the 1.618 triangle trust. And then they wait there to start buying back and make the world get in panic and get the super fund and buy the yen and buy the dollar against the yen. I mean, that's my whole point. My whole point is this. This is a manipulation that it works one way and only one way, in favor of the central bank. That's it. And everyone trade favoring the central bank because they have the money. I don't know if anybody, I mean, I've been trading with big accounts, and I don't move the market. So this is all manipulation in my book. All manipulation. One way or the other. They knew around here that every time that you see an intervention, wait for the move to happen. When the move finish, an hour later, sell it against the high, and you're going to make money. You know what I mean, Luis? I can prove it to you with the charts. Don't do it in the middle. Don't do it in the middle of the manipulation because you're going to get screwed out. Wait for the move to settle. When the move settles, an hour later, sell it against the high. Look, if you did it here at 94, you let it go. On to the next one, 76. You did it here at 79, letting go to get to 75, 74 again. It's manipulation, guys. You know what they're doing? They scare the traders to not trade the Japanese pairs. That's the biggest manipulation there. And then manipulate the pair. They put the yen whatever they want to do it. A very simple. What do you think that we're not following anymore the Swiss pairs on the service? Because they manipulate it psychologically, and they say, if you trade and you short it, you can burn out. Things like that. Because it costs money. And now probably the volume of those pairs is being reduced, and that makes it easy for them to hold it. What do you think your brother Bernanke, Louis, does? Every time that, remember, Americans, the central banks of the United States, the Fed, wants the dollar to be low. They want a lower dollar. And they don't do it like the Chinese does, that they peg it and they don't let it appreciate it. They don't do it that way, that stupid way. They live in the free world. You know what they do? Every time that they want the dollar low, you're going to see, do you realize, I was telling this to James the other day. Q3. They have it there. They have it there. Q3. He hasn't talked about it. He hasn't used it. He can use it. He hasn't used it. What do you think that means? That means that if he sees the dollar appreciating, he's going to go public, start talking about Q3. And guess what? Everyone's going to be selling the dollar again. And he's going to be laughing about everyone. That's how they do it, guys. You know, guys, what I do on Saturdays when I do the out day, I go to Netflix, DV knows about it, and I start watching documentary about the Fed, the Great Depression, central banks, a bunch on it. And you don't understand the savvy that you get watching those things. Don't believe the world that we live in. It's being manipulated left and right. Live as an individual. That's a good advice. Think about less government, an individual, and try to be the best yourself without, depending on nobody. Because nobody is trusted. Not even government, nothing. That's my view. So, this is a good one today. Guys, any question? I was trying, let's do it on Thursday. I want to do the ABC or 6SAT education seminar, but let's do it on, or tomorrow, one of these days. Let's do it one of these days. I do it. Okay, Zach. Okay, guys, any question? Let's leave it there. DV, I'll give you a call now. Thank you, guys. Yeah, you should do that, Luis.